Hello, greetings and salutations. I hope you guys are having a great day. First, I'd like to give a shout out to Discord member Shooter Trades for compiling the list of shareholder-driven questions for today's interview. If you guys like the content, the DD, the live streams, don't forget to hit subscribe and share these interviews and these videos. And if you really like the content, hit the thanks button and show me some love. So without further hesitation, here's my interview with the CEO of Integrated Cannabis Solutions, Caiazzo. Caiazzo, welcome back to Buffalo Fireside Chats. How you doing?
Buffalo, it's always good to be back with you.
Well, you know what? We have a lot of questions from shareholders, and so we're just going to dive right into it. So as long as you're ready. All right, let's do this. All right. So first question, can we get an update on the name change to Integrated Holding Solutions?
Yeah, well, I'm not real happy with it right now. Dwyer did pick the attorney, but I don't fault him for that. It's an attorney that should have been able to do this quickly. If nothing is done by the end of this week by that attorney, we will be changing attorneys. Costs a little money, but enough's enough. This should have been done 4 weeks ago. So it is what it is. You know, I'm living with a legacy sin, and yeah, we'll get her done. It has to get done.
Awesome. Could we get an update on the new website? I know a lot of people are saying it's long overdue because you're apparently waiting on the name change. So is that sort of contingent upon the name change?
Yeah, it would be senseless to do one website only to have to redo it again. It's redundant money. Everybody knows who we are. Integrated Holding Solutions better explains who we are. You know, I only got here January 1st. And I thought it'd be easier to wait for the name change and to build a site. And we're going to focus on Igpk and Consolidated next month just to get them done and updated. I am horrifically busy. We have entered into the annual report zone, and we've been, we're working with the auditors now, and that's always an exciting moment. I can only tell the shareholders it will go a lot easier than last year.
Good. That's awesome. I'm glad to hear that. Let's talk a little GTCR. Can we get an update on the financials, the acquisition? Same thing with the other cannabis subsidiaries, Houdini, Genesis, Phoenix Delivery. When can we
Which one's that for? Which one were you talking about? GTCR?
GTCR, yeah.
Okay.
And can we just, when can we expect to get financials for these guys?
Well, the update is Igpk canceled that deal last year. There was an 8K filed. It was going to be a nightmare to audit, and that's the update for it.
Yeah. Yeah, and I actually remember that, but I wanted to ask that question.
No,
and
yeah. Everybody, and I get it. There's a lot of questions, and it's easier to ask a question than to dig into the history and find the answer.
Yeah, no, I remember I asked that question, and
specifically,
I asked it to you, and you gave me an answer as to why you walked away from it, because it was going to be an auditing nightmare.
Oh yeah.
But now whoever had that question, there it is. It's answered for you.
There it is again. Not a problem. And if we get to do this again, I'll give you the same answer.
There you go. I'll just put it on the list for the next round too.
Just put it right on there.
We're gonna start a tradition.
We'll start with that question every time.
All right. So could you update us a little bit? And we're going to touch more about Consolidated in a bit. But could you give us an update on the expansion plans for Consolidated in the Caribbean and how that's going?
I'll be working on that. We'll be able to close out the audit. I'll be able to give it all my steam in Q2. I need to head over to the island for a few days to look at the buildings again. Since we looked at it last time, there have been a couple of new buildings that popped up that might even be better. So I would say, by the middle of Q2, we ought to be able to start talking about it and have something tangible to talk about. And I'll update everybody through a Twitter file, Twitter, when we get back from the island, and just give them a quick update on what's going on.
Excellent. Very good. All right. I'm going to take it back to October 25th, 2022 tweet. All right. Igpk filed an 8K today for its APA to acquire the accounts of MTO. This will add 240 thousand in revenues and approximately 120,000 in net revs. MTO has margins of almost 50%, increasing sales to a run rate of 1 million for 2023, and it adds $500,000 to your existing net income. In this tweet, and I'm actually going to have the tweet up here so everybody could watch it. There was a response that basically talked about expanding this to other countries. So the response from the integrated Twitter or to the tweet was that they're on that. So is this still an option of expanding to other countries? I just wanted to reference the tweet, even though that has completely nothing to do with that
it's
tweet.
cool.
But that's where it was located.
No, it's really cool because something happened recently that truly boggled my mind. And I'm going to get the country wrong. I think it's Nigeria. Believe it or not, we got an order from Nigeria. We shipped it to them back in December. We got a reorder. And I'm shocked because the freight, and then another country, wait, you'll have to look this one up. Get ready to Google it. Palau, P-A-L-A-U. We got an order from a dive company in Palau. Guess what? They reordered. The freight was staggering. Wow. And I was like, I talked to them and said, the freight, they didn't care. We want your product. We put the product in and they've reordered within 60 days. So yes, the international marketplace is there. We talked to some customers in Dubai. The product, especially the native product, is just so filled with quality. They love it. They absolutely love it. So yeah, I can say it's absolutely happening. We're shipping all over the Caribbean. And now we're expanding into places I didn't think we'd be able to do just because of transportation issues.
Yeah, and to get that repeat business, that's like the cherry on top. So
yeah, when they buy the second time, the first time, they're a customer. When they buy that second time, they're a client. They're in.
Yeah. Congrats on that. That's awesome.
Yeah, it was really neat to see it go down because I was scratching my head going, this can't fly. And it flew.
Wow, that's great. Good news. I'm going to go back to Twitter again, December 7th of 2022. Igpk posted a thing about the next big thing for cannabis operators. Colorado just legalized magic mushrooms. And then there was the article there that you could click on. It said easy integration with Houdini Labs. They are extremely knowledgeable in shrooms. Early entry, market is larger than pot. Is it it says on the table for 2023. So are you guys going to go forth with that as well? And are you going to expand into the shroom market?
You're talking about the mushroom side, right?
Yep.
Yeah. I can't answer that. I have to get with Dwyer and pick his brain on that and where he was going with that. I am not between the audit in California and expanding everything. I don't have a good answer for you.
Okay.
Or the shareholders.
To be continued, and that's okay.
Yeah, that's okay. I mean, look, I'm good, but there's some stuff I just might not, that's one I can't answer to.
All right. So we're not going to do the shrooms now, but what we can talk about is, my next question, CBD, is it going to be strictly THC, or is it going to include CBD products as well for Houdini?
Currently, it's strictly THC products. Anything's possible in the future, but it is currently THC products.
Okay. All right. And I don't know if you could allude to whether or not you guys are thinking about expanding into CBD or perhaps.
I think we have our hands full with THC right now. And there's the opportunities that we're capable of picking off are probably going to leave us in the THC side, but I never take anything off the table.
Okay.
If somebody came to us and gave us the right number, we'd be spitting out CBD.
All right. Got it. So if the opportunity presents itself, perhaps that may be something in the future.
We're not hunting for the opportunity. We're happy in the THC sector.
Great. You did bring up Matt Dwyer. I want to just reiterate for viewers that Matt Dwyer is the controlling shareholder. Actually, he has the most shares out of anybody that is holding shares at this point. So, but people want to know what is his involvement as a consultant. He seems to be a lot of talk on the Twitter. So I'm just curious as to your thoughts of his role.
I mean, Matt, there's been a lot of talk. It's amazing. I've never met a guy that's so controversial. I love it. You'd think he was a politician. Matt will help me through the end of the year. When we close out 2022, Matt's done. He will always be on my phone if I have a question to ask, because they're going to arise. But after that, he's just a shareholder like everybody else.
Okay. But it's a good working relationship. So that's
Yeah,
good.
and,
Yeah.
and it has to be. You don't want it to be confrontational.
Absolutely.
It doesn't help the company.
Awesome. Excellent. On to the next question. Are there any other sectors or acquisitions IGPK is eyeing? And what's the plan, overall plan to keep building? And I know you did talk about your focus right now is the audit. Your focus is California, getting over to the Caribbean. But you know, is this really laying the foundation to like expand even further? I mean, you could just take that one from there. I just want to pick your brain on that a little bit.
Yeah, and what we're looking at, we have, okay, so Consolidated has focused primarily on what I call brick and mortar stores in the resort and leisure market. We have recently started attending trade shows that are something in the sector of the ad specialty industry, which will open up a whole different avenue to us. We are looking at options. The value of our product is seen. We understand our value better. We're happy where we're at. We don't believe we have any competitors where we're at. So yes, we are looking at other markets. The key to those other markets is finding the correct salespeople. One of your questions in here is about how many employees we have. And it was an interesting question because I consider an employee a W-2 human being. And that changes. In fact, that'll increase. We're heading into our market, into our season right now. And that'll probably increase to 13 or 14 W-2s. In addition to that, there's about a half a dozen 1099 salespeople. We're firm believers in you kill what you eat. And Consolidated's product is for a salesperson who can understand the value proposition. It is not your cheap t-shirt. A standard t-shirt salesperson cannot sell our shirts. We're not a t-shirt company. They've got to be able to present the value proposition properly. So, the key really is salespeople. And we found a couple in the ASI industry that are sucking us in there slowly, and we're enjoying it. And if somebody can show me another market where we can grow, use our core competencies to increase revenue, we're all about it. Our greatest salesperson is word of mouth.
Yeah. Well, I got to get one of these shirts. So next time I interview you, I could be sporting one.
Send me down. We'll get you one. We'll get you one up. And send me your logo. We'll do it.
That's right.
Something for on air.
You know what? You heard it here first. The next time you see a BFC shirt, it's going to be on.
You got it.
It's going to be on a Consolidated shirt.
Yeah, but it'll be on a Consolidated shirt. You got it. Next time, give me about a week or two to get your artwork cleaned up, and you'll be on the air wearing that shirt.
All right, you heard it here first. Let's make it happen. That's great.
Oh yeah.
Awesome. And we're going to talk more Consolidated in a little bit. But it was mentioned outside board of directors would be added months ago. What's the status of this at this point? I know there's another question coming up with that, but what is the status of this?
Yeah, right now we're at Tom will come on board from California, and that'll give us 3. And I'm okay with 3 right now. We can add more if they present value to us, but I don't think we need any more. Once we get over a penny, which is our goal, and I think it's doable, then we'll probably look for an additional board member. Right now, driving our value up and letting everybody in America, or the world for that matter of fact, see our value, get us up over a penny, and then we can sit back and look at how we fill out the board to better serve our shareholders and our company.
Yeah. Excellent. Okay, so will Consolidated, back to Consolidated, will Consolidated ever make anything other than outerwear or swimwear? Right now, it looks like just somebody said fishing shirts are like, for the most part. So are you working to expand into other apparel items?
Well, that's a double-edged sword. Let's talk about America, where we are today. Where we are today, we're already looking at new products that are innovative for the resort marketplace. We think they'll be really interesting. We should be able to talk about them in the next 30 to 60 days. It's novel. It's never been done before. And it will have great value in that marketplace, we believe. We've already talked to the market, and if we can pull it across the finish line, it'll work. Also, once we get to the Bahamas, we can talk about a lot of other products because we'll be manufacturing products on island. And we're looking to the government to also give us assistance with that by reducing competition. So that'll be another one. So yeah, can we? Yes. But the lowest hanging fruit is still expanding what we already have.
Awesome. So, all right. Excellent answer. And you know what? There was some teasers in there, but I can't. All right, I'm not going to ask. I'm just going to wait the 30 to 60 days.
Yet.
All right, I will not hammer on you on this one yet. But I hope we have a in 30 to 60 days I have you on and you share some great information, and I'm excited about that.
Oh yeah, that's happening. So I already got the design in my head for you.
Good. So listen, according to the company bio on otcmarkets.com, I'm just going to read the excerpt from the bio. It says Consolidated Apparel was incorporated to manufacture and brand lines of athleisure wear and has carved out a niche market catering to the tourist and destination market domestically and abroad, with and even more abroad now, as you alluded to earlier, with several existing Fortune 500 clients, Ron John's, Marriott, Ritz, Breakers. To what extent is the connection there with these companies?
It's they're our clients. They've been our clients for over 5 years. Yeah, for over 5 years. And there's no reason to believe. We know that we present them with a product that they can't get anywhere else. It goes on. You can add Marriott to that. You can add. I mean, there's a list. Those are only just a partial list of some of the guys and gals that we really enjoy as our customers. So that list still exists. Keep running with it.
Awesome. And hopefully you guys are just going to keep adding. It sounds like with the new sales
I think we will. We're not for everybody. We're an acquired taste. But if you have a business that you're proud of and want somebody to take home something that exhibits that same kind of pride, we can talk.
Awesome. All right, Consolidated has non-competes in place with its primary supplier of anti-snag SPF 50 performance shirts, protecting it in the marketplace. How long are these in place for? What exactly is so proprietary about the anti-snag SPF?
Okay, it's a weave. I have looked all over the world. I've checked Pakistan, India, Central and South America, the U.S. No one, and wait till you get the shirt. The next time we talk, you'll understand it when you wear it. We have not been able to duplicate this fabric anywhere in the world. It comes in from Laos. It's a small little factory that we've got an exclusive in our marketplace. They do use this fabric for other stuff, but it will never interfere with us.
Excellent. Yeah, I'm getting excited about
this. Yeah, no, it's a really, everybody wears it and goes, this is like so comfortable. It's amazing. You'll see. We'll get you one.
Good. I can't wait. So the auditors were very slow with Consolidated, and now more issues with the cannabis acquisitions. I know that you guys got some filings from them, but they're unaudited at this point. So have you guys ever considered changing auditors?
Let me get through the year end with them.
I guess we'll see how it goes, right?
We're definitely looking at our options, but we need to use them to close out the year. They know where everything's buried and where it is. So there will be no changes until after we close out 2022. And then it's certainly on the table to be done. And the other thing regarding this shirt, if any of the shareholders want one, just go to nativeoutfitters.com. You can buy one online. We'll be happy to ship it to you.
nativeoutfitters.com. I'm going to put the link in the description below, so if you guys want to take a look.
That'll get you the native shirt. There's also MTO wear, but we don't offer those online because MTO is marketed to a different person.
Okay. Awesome. And the next question up, actually, I wanted to say I asked this question. OTC Markets shows 10 active employees. What are the roles of these employees? Is there a fully developed sales team for Consolidated? And you actually answered that earlier. So And like you said, it's a W-2, it's a 1099, and that
Right.
makes complete sense to me.
When I hear
yeah,
employee, I think W-2.
yeah, not the guy on the corner named Hank.
No,
All right.
not the guy who's eating what he kills. I don't even know if you can say that in today's day anymore,
I
but
don't know.
they do. They eat
So
well, but they do a good job.
okay, so 203.5 million restricted shares were issued in January, and 30 million in December. What specifically was this for? Are the remaining authorized shares expected to be used to fuel acquisitions?
The 30 million was a conversion of preferred to common by a shareholder. The 203 million was issued to an IR firm. The marketing agreement that we entered, the company will use those shares to advance what its goals. Our short-term goals are really simple. We want to uplist to the OTCQB and a fully funded Reg A, which we had talked about being at, I don't know if we talked, but it's been talked about to the public at 0.015. And if everybody takes a look, we've raised that to 0.02.
Really?
To fully funded. Yeah. So that's a
Wow.
33% increase in what we think we can do and what we want to do. So that's what the 300 million shares are at 0.02.
Wow. Okay. You heard it here first. That is the initial target is 2 cents. And that's something that I, as a shareholder, want to hear that you actually up that.
Yeah.
So that's great.
I mean, we think the value is there. And then once we, close out the year and post the revenue, people should be able to look at it and go, wow, it is a real company. It actually makes money.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. So does, in regards to share structure, do you guys plan on doing raising the authorized share count further? Or do you plan on doing a reverse split? I know that's a big question from
Everybody
shareholders.
loves that question.
Usually that's the first question. Are you going to do a reverse split?
That's one that, when I hear it, there has been no talk of that. I can see at this point in time, no reason for either one of those to take place. The company's going to do what it needs to do to grow, but those two have not even been considered.
Okay. Yeah. All right. When can we expect a 10K? And will it be late again? This is not my wording. Is it going to be late again like last year? What the heck, Gene?
Well, our first consolidated financial report was filed in April, and going forward, we should be good to go. I don't think there'll be an issue with it. We're on top of it. I'm not going to tell you it'll never be a week late, but it shouldn't be. I know when those goals are, and I don't like when a yield sign or a stop sign comes up. So we file when we're supposed to file.
That's great. SEC reporting, fully audited, and so those are great things.
It's the real deal.
Absolutely. So will there be more officers? Some shareholders see you as more of a COO of Consolidated rather than a CEO. What is your reply to these holders about your capability or your ability to achieve sustainable growth and really run the company effectively?
All I can tell them is, look, I've been running Consolidated successfully for over 5 years, consistent year-on-year growth in both gross sales and margin. And that's what the game's about. I think I can do it. If at any point I don't think I can do it, I'll gladly step down for the benefit of the company.
Okay. Well, so far it sounds like you have your ducks in a row and you guys are really focused on the things you are set out to achieve.
Yeah,
and you're really honing in on what you want to
solidify. Revenue, show me the money.
Yeah.
Make it happen.
Yeah. Yep. So new directors, I'm going to bring this up again. This was from another shareholder. As with the name change, Igpk could not bring on new directors until the Super 8K was filed. Igpk needed an operating business to secure D&O insurance, directors and operators insurance. Has this insurance been secured yet?
I haven't seen it yet, and I need to look into it. It was discussed prior to me joining the company and was supposed to have been gotten by the end of last year, but I do not believe it's been procured.
Okay. Excellent. OTCQB, this is a quote from before. once we have completed the name change, publish the website, and add the 2 new directors, which you just referenced that you were adding one on, and our price is close to a penny or over, if we finish overall with submit the application to be quoted on the OTCQB, that whole thing. How does Igpk plan on sustaining a share price of 1 cent and adding enough value to not only sustain this, but to continue growing from there? And this is a little bit of repeat, but I want to make sure I ask the
I don't
question
mind
properly.
it. It's all good. I get it because it's important, because I don't think a lot of our shareholders get it. The value's already been added. With California, it'll be a bargain basement price. It's more about getting the word out about who we are, showing an annual report. I know everybody's waiting for the annual report, because I think, I'll be damned, there really is revenue. I mean, I've tweeted the revenue, I've showed the revenue's there. I mean, we closed, the filings are there, but I still don't think people believe there's revenue in this company. That's why I welcome them. Go buy a shirt. It will show up on your doorstep. We're also this close to dramatically increasing our revenues with adding California. Those factors should be able to get the company to a penny and beyond. I mean, there'll be enough paperwork that people should be able to feel confident in what this thing looks like. I mean, I got a number that I won't even bring up. You know, it's way bigger than that number. Way bigger. And, you know, it'll be a lot of fun. Once we roll in California, once everybody can see the revenue, they'll understand we're doing this thing. We're going to do it. It's happening.
Good. The last couple questions were about GTCR, but as you said earlier, it would have been an auditing nightmare. So,
yeah, it wouldn't have been an auditing nightmare. I don't think it was auditable.
No.
I looked into it and I was like, yeah, I don't think so.
I'm going to just throw a quick question out there for you. Are you guys going to be able to, once California gets closed, do some live videos and maybe do a walkthrough of the operations and really just do a video, sort of like you actually posted something at the convention for a native? Would you be willing to do something like that and do a tour of the facility and the products and maybe have some?
So on the consolidated side, I think that's already been done and Twittered a few times.
Yep.
They're happy to do it. In California, I would be happy to do it. I also have to check two things: the legality of it. I don't think there's any reason it wouldn't be legal. And are there any trade secrets that we're doing, which I would think there are, that just need to be blocked out? But as long as we're able to legally do it, I don't see why not. I think the audience would love to see it. I'd like to, I've seen it, but I think showing it to people, it's cool. It's really cool.
That's awesome. Gene, it was absolutely awesome having you back on the show. I really appreciate it. And I look forward to getting my logo to you. And
send me your logo. I got an idea that's going to make you giggle. And send me your size. And remember, the Native Outfitters side, we have designed, because we've designed the whole shirt. It's designed what I call the full American cut. So whatever size you think you are, it'll fit you.
Good. Love the confidence. Thank you, Gene, for joining us.
Have a great day.
Thanks, as always, for watching. And remember, there's more that binds us than breaks us, guys. Have a great day. Peace.